I'm not.
Yes, the recording is now in progress.
Okay, thank you.
Before we get started, Rich, can you say something so I can confirm which user you are, please?
Yes, I can. Is that enough, or would you like me to continue?
That's fine. Because I will mute people if there's noise. I don't want to mute somebody who's talking. David, can you say something so I can confirm which user you are, please?
Yes. Hi, Ben. How are you doing? Did that work? Yeah.
No. Try to say something again, please.
Yes. Hi. It's good to be with you this morning.
I don't know why it doesn't. That's okay. Thank you for trying. You're here, so we'll just accept that.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So, Rich, I believe you have quorum if you'd like to get started.
Okay, can we take attendance? Good morning. Can you hear me?
Let me call the meeting. I'll call the meeting to order. Pamela, would you kindly take attendance?
Sure. Richard Balducci? Here. David Blitz? Felice Gray Kemp?
I think she's going to join us in a few minutes.
Okay, David Jimenez?
I'm here. Thank you.
And Joanne Ryan?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. We have a quorum.
Thank you very much. At this time, we'd like to move on to approval of the minutes from the previous meeting of June 10th. Is there a motion to approve them unamended? Motion made. Is there? Second, David?
Second.
Thank you. Discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The minutes are approved. We have one action item. We have one action item before us today, and it deals with the one-time deadline extension for the refund of housing at our universities. Ben, would you like to just briefly go over that?
Sure, I'd be happy to. This item was placed on the agenda at the request of Southern Connecticut State University, and it has to do with the existing Board of Regents policy from 2016, which required that there be a June 30th deadline each year for entering into housing contracts, and that after that, once a contract had been entered into, there were only very limited circumstances under which the deposit could be refunded to students. And because of the COVID pandemic, there was the university had not been able to finalize its course schedule, including modality of each course, before June 30th. So students were not given an opportunity to know what their course schedule would be like and which classes were being offered online or in person. And so they would like the permission from the board to extend the deadline for housing contracts and, by extension, the deadline for refunds of housing deposits until the end of July in order to ensure that students have full knowledge of their course schedule before they commit to a semester of housing. The resolution is drafted in a way that the other three universities may opt to extend their deadline to the end of July as well. And I believe they're all considering doing that based on their individual needs. This is a one-time exemption to the board policy, giving each university the option to extend the deadline to July 31st for commitment on housing for this year only as a result of the COVID pandemic.
And that's pretty succinct, I guess. Any questions for Ben that we might be able to try and get answers to? I think I had chatted with Ben just briefly the other day, and the only concern I had, I think this is a good idea, by the way, but the only thoughts I had was if after the 1st of August or after the 31st of July, universities change policy as to what is going to be online, more online because of an increase in the pandemic, et cetera, what would occur as far as refunding students' housing fees? And Ben, I think you said that we'd have to just play that by ear and then move along. Is that correct?
Well, yes, to some degree. The policy does allow for refunds under certain circumstances, including if the university is no longer able to, honor their end of the housing agreement. So if circumstances change, and it was under that provision that we reimbursed a portion of the prorated housing and food service fees in the spring of 2020 when we shut down at spring break, shut down the dormitories. So we certainly have ability if circumstances change and we are no longer able to have students in the residence halls, we would be able to refund deposits or fees that were paid by students just as we have in the past. And if a student elects to withdraw from a housing contract in early August, say, there is an appeals process that exists in the existing policy that they could go through. I think that the concerns at Southern were that because no student had a good idea of their schedule, that the appeals process would be needlessly clogged full of appeals for refunds of deposits at a time when that would distract the university from critical work related to reopening in the fall.
Thank you. Are there any other questions or comments about this proposed resolution?
It's Dave Blitz. I just had a quick question. Are we sure that all 4 universities will have been able to inform students of the mode of delivery of their classes by July 31st?
All 4 universities reviewed the material and were comfortable that that was the case. I believe that all the universities have, maybe not to 100% level, but have provided scheduling information to their students significantly already. And if they haven't already, they will be shortly.
That's fine.
Thank you. Any other comments or questions? Hearing none, I would ask for a motion to adopt the resolution dealing with the deadline extension for the refund of housing deposits to July 31st, 2020. And it's a one-time resolution. It only applies to this year. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Kemp, so moved.
No.
Moved and
Seconded.
thank you. Motion moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor of adoption of the resolution signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The resolution's adopted. Thank you very much. Any other business to come before the committee? Any comments, questions by any members? Hearing none, then I would move for adjournment of our meeting. Thank you all very much. Is there a motion?
Please,
So
Kemp
moved.
again, so moved.
Moved and seconded. Thank you very much. All in favor? Aye.
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 Meeting's adjourned. Thank you all for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.